Assalomu alaykum barchaga. Kanalga xush kelibsizlar yana bir bor. Mening ismim Jasur. Men Shanghai Silk Road International Trading kompaniyasining direktoriman. Men bugun kanalga shu o'ziga xos bir nima deydi, mehmon taklif qildim bugun. Bizning bugungi mavzumiz shu COVID-19, ya'ni pandemiya davrida biznes boshlash. Nafaqat Xitoyda, umuman butun dunyoda biznes boshlash pandemiya vaqtida. Shu bilan mana bu bugungi mehmonimiz bilan shu bir intervyu qilamiz va men o'sha kerakli savollarni bulardan so'rayman, chunki bular ham Shanghayda o'sha nima deydi, bir necha yildan beri biznes boshqaruvchi, biznes direktor, biznes egasi sanaladi. Ularning biznesi o'ziga xos. Hozir men ularga o'zlariga beraman. Bu videoda ikkita til ishlatiladi, ingliz va o'zbek tili. Men bular bilan ingliz tilida gapiraman va o'zbek tiliga tarjima qilib beraman sizlarga. Okay, thank you for joining us in this video. Can you please introduce yourself to the audience so we can start it?
Okay, thank you very much, and I'm very grateful to be on your channel. My name is Jacob Osneza. I stay in Shanghai, China. I have a business here in Shanghai. My business is mainly on advertising. We do logos, flyers, brochures, and all kinds of anything that has to do with advertising. And I've been in Shanghai for some couple of years now. And my business, it has not been easy anyway during the COVID-19 outbreak. But for some reasons now, things are getting a little bit better for the Chinese market and in other countries too.
Right.
So, but I would like to say I'm really grateful for the opportunity you've given me today.
No, thank you for joining us. Actually, really appreciate it, because obviously it's going to give to our audience some kind of idea and realistic information about what's happening in China during COVID-19, especially when it relates to the business. So, qadrli do'stlar, o'rtoqlar, do'stimning nomi, bu yerda bizning mehmonimizning ismlari Jacob. Jacob aslida Ganalik. You're from Ghana, right?
Exactly.
Ganalik businessman. Shanghayda bir necha yillardan beri Shanghayda biznes boshqaradi, biznesiga ega o'zini. Ularning kompaniyasi, agar ingliz tilini tushungan bo'lsanglar, ularning kompaniyasi reklama bilan shug'ullanadi. Asosan reklama kompaniyasi, marketing as well, right?
Exactly.
So marketing va reklama kompaniyasi hisoblanadi bir necha yildan beri va mana shu pandemiya davrida uni aytishi bo'yicha to'g'ri har xil to'siqlar paydo bo'ldi va qiyinchiliklar paydo bo'ldi. Lekin nima deydi, bularning kompaniyasi o'sha nima deydi, yopilib ketgan kompaniyalar qatoriga kirmadi. Bular o'sha o'zini faoliyatini olib bormoqda hali ham, xuddi bizga o'xshab. Masalan, endi buning uchun albatta Xudoga shukr, lekin shu bilan bir qatorda o'sha hozir gaplashadigan mavzumiz ham shu. O'sha bizneslar nimalar qilish kerak mana shu pandemiya vaqtida, qanaqa qiyinchiliklar bor va ularni qanaqa qilib yengib o'tish kerak. So Jacob, can you please share your experience? How are you coping with the challenges and difficulties that pandemic created for the businesses in China and maybe outside of China? I know that you have clients from outside of China as well. So how are you coping with this issues? Because I mentioned that but I mentioned that some of the companies unfortunately went bankrupt.
Exactly.
Right? And we are the lucky ones.
We are the lucky ones. Yes.
Thank you. I mean, we are the lucky ones. We're trying to cope and trying to adapt to the situation. So I will share my experience later, but how about
thank you for asking that question, but it hasn't been very easy. It's difficult, but we are still trying to survive, because the difficult part of it is that you get jobs from clients. They want you to do this for them, or you want you to do that. They ask you for your quotation, and they ask you for how much it's going to cost. You send to them. The problem now is the money part,
right?
Because they always come back and tell you that the situation because of the epidemic and blah blah blah.
Right.
They can't raise that kind of money, so you have to look for how to fit in your price,
of course,
with the money they have.
So maybe you have to change your price.
You have to change your price
right?
a little bit, and so on. So I think what has made me break through and become a little bit successful now during this time is all the clients I've gotten so far, both in China and outside China. They come back and tell me that the price list I gave them and the quotation I gave to them is far better than what they get from other places. So
No,
with
actually,
that,
I like this strategy.
Yeah, so with that, I know it's not easy. You might lose a little, but it's better than losing the client.
Of course, yeah.
You
I
see?
mean, one of the main targets of the
Exactly.
business.
They
Yeah.
always say
Need to keep
a little
clients.
drop of water makes a mighty ocean.
I like this phrase, man. So, okay, let me translate. Jacob aytyaptiki, bularning biznesida ular mana shu pandemiya davrida yopilib ketmaganligini va umuman qaytaga yanada muvaffaqiyatga erishayotgani sabablaridan biri shundaki, bular o'sha klientlarni Xitoyning ichida va Xitoydan tashqarida bo'lgan klientlarga o'zlarini narxlarini o'sha oldingiga nisbatan ancha pasaytirib berishlarini ko'rsatyapti. Chunki bu aytayaptiki, hozir masalan klientlarning o'sha bunga berayotgan anaqasi nima deydi, o'sha bu narxlarni bergandan keyin aytayotgan fikrlari shunaqaki, juda ham pozitivni. Ya'ni sizlarning narxlaringiz boshqalardan ko'ra ancha pastroq. Endi mana ko'rib turibsizlar o'rtoqlar, har xil biznesning o'ziga yarasha strategiyalari bor. Ya'ni masalan pandemiya davrida hamma bizneslar har xil o'sha baryerlar bilan, har xil to'siqlar bilan duch keldi. Bu tabiiyki shunaqa. Bularni holatida marketing va o'sha reklama biznesida shunaqa bo'ldiki, masalan, narxlar o'zi asosan bularning biznesida juda baland, lekin bular o'sha narxlarni bugungi kunda juda ham past qilib, o'sha klientlarni o'sha talablarini aniq qilish, qondirish uchun pastroq narxlar taklif qilishyapti. Sabab nimada? Sabab chunki klientlar hozir ko'pchiligi, kompaniyalar va individual klientlar hammasi o'zini o'sha pulini ko'proq muddatga saqlab qolish tarafdori. Chunki pandemiya qachon tugaydi, nima bo'ladi, hech kim bilmaydi shu narsani. Va yana oxirida bitta shunaqa fraza aytdiki Jacob, ya'ni bir tomchi yig'ilib o'sha suv bo'ladi. Ya'ni bizda ham shu o'zbek tilida shunaqa maqol bor, masalan, tomchi yig'ilib daryo bo'lar degan narsa. Bularda ham shu narsa bor ekan. I'm translating the last phrase idiom you mentioned, like a droplet of water,
a little bit of water makes a
mighty ocean. So exactly like this phrase we have in Uzbek. It's less like, it keeps dripping, but then later on it becomes a river or ocean, right? So qatra yig'ilib daryo bo'lar degan narsani mana biznesda ham ko'rishinglar mumkin. O'shaning uchun agar sizlarni pandemiyada problemalar bo'layotgan bo'lsa, hamma vaqt o'sha biznes modelni pandemiyada yoki o'sha qiyinchilik vaziyatiga to'g'irlash bilan anaqa yengib o'tishga harakat qilish kerak. Ya'ni agar sizni narxlaringiz oldin masalan deylik biron bir servisingizga $100 bo'ladigan bo'lsa, hozirgi vaqtda o'shani yarmi bilan yoki klientlar bilan gaplashib turib sizlarning situatsiyaga qanaqa to'g'ri keladi, qanaqa byudjetga to'g'ri keladi deb narxlarni to'g'rilab berish mumkin yoki boshqacha bir strategiyalar bilan. I would like to share our experience as well. For example, definitely, I mean, our business was hit by the pandemic really big time. But what we're doing right now is, just like your business, like adjusting the prices a little bit, to the needs and requirements of the clients. And at the same time, we are, adding up more services. For example, we didn't have, many services before, like on online, trading or, different like personalized business consulting services. But right now, because of the clients are sitting at home, most of them, and we are just delivering those additional services, kind of, pivoting the business a little bit just to meet the demands and needs of the clients. Yeah. Because the times are like that. For example, we have a client, before their business was just online services. But right now, what they did was they opened the store, on Amazon. If you look at their business model before, it was completely different. They were like exactly business consulting company providing online services. But now they are, store operator on Amazon, on eBay, on everywhere, all these platforms. Men aytmoqchimanki, masalan, Jacobga qo'shimcha sifatida o'zimni bizani nima qilayotganimizni aytdim. Ya'ni masalan, biz ham o'sha pandemiya davrida narxlarni o'zgartirdik, pasaytirdik narxlarni va ikkinchidan o'sha muvaffaqiyatli bo'lishga yana bir sabablardan bittasi, muvaffaqiyatli deyish ham o'zi bir xatoroq, lekin masalan yopilib ketmasligimizga Xudoga shukr, mana shu bir sabablardan bittasi, biz qo'shimcha servislarni ham kirgizdik o'sha biznes modelimizga. Ya'ni ko'pgina klientlar kompaniya kompaniyalar hozir uyida o'tiribdi va tashqarida asosan xalqaro klientlarimiz Amerikada, Kanadada va boshqa joylarda ko'pchiligida o'sha lockdown deymiz, ya'ni yopilgan ular. O'sha uyida o'tiribdi. O'shanaqalarga biz qo'shimcha servislar beryapmiz. Yana bitta misol, masalan, bizning shunaqa klientimiz bor. Ular oldin, pandemiyadan oldin ularda biznes model shunaqa ediki, ular o'sha business consulting kompaniyasi edi. Ya'ni ular ham o'sha onlayn, faqat onlayn business consulting berishardi klientlarga. Hozir nima bo'ldi? Pandemiyadan keyin ular o'sha har xil platformalarda magazin ochishni boshlashdi. Bugungi kunda ularning biznes modeli faqatgina business consulting emas, balki o'sha magazinlarni bir egasi bo'lgan kompaniya bo'lib qoldi. Ularda hozir magazin Amazonda bor, eBayda bor, Taobada bor, hamma joylarda ular produkt sotyapti. Shunga o'xshab, masalan, mana sizlar ham bizneslaringizni mana shunaqa o'zgartirib, o'sha pandemiya sharoitida yoki boshqa qiyinchilik sharoitlarida aniq qilishinglar mumkin. Ya'ni o'sha yopilib ketmaslik asosiy maqsad. Okay, Jacob, another question is, what would you recommend to the people who are kind of thinking right now to start a business during this pandemic? Is it the right time or is it not? I mean, should they wait until after the pandemic? What do you think?
It's a tough question. I think the advice I can give anybody who wants to establish a new business, either in China or maybe outside China, you look at the situation. Or you look at wherever you are, whether you're in China or you're outside China, you look at the environment and then you check well to see the kind of business that you think during this time or during this era, you think that when you should start, it's not really mean that it has to go very fast or go very fast. That when you start, you think you can get a little headway somewhere.
Right.
You don't need to wait for the epidemic to be over, then you now start from the scratch. But if you're able to start now, you'll be able to build that little client around you. So by the time the epidemic is finally going dead, by then you have those clients already.
Right.
And so when you start pushing, you know you have started something before, and it will be easier for you to move forward.
Oh, okay. I really like this
Than
idea.
waiting.
I mean, that makes really a whole lot of sense actually, because one of the suggestions or advices I'm giving to our clients is if you have a solid business plan, even if the situation is good, when you start that, you will automatically face challenges. It really doesn't matter, despite of the situation.
There is no business that starts without a challenge.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, right now we have challenge automatically, and it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's not only in your situation. So it really doesn't matter. You have to stand right now so that you take this pandemic as a developing period.
That's what I'm saying.
That developing period, and then after the pandemic you can keep pushing.
Exactly.
And it will be much easier for you if you develop that skin right now.
Yes.
Right?
Than waiting for the pandemic to be over, then you start. No.
Exactly. So this is what I like. I mean, let me translate quickly. So bizani hozir maslahatimiz shundaki, Jacobdan birinchi so'radim, nima maslahat berasan hozir biznes boshlamoqchi bo'lganlarga desam, u shunaqa aytayaptiki, qanaqa biznes boshlashingdan qat'iy nazar, qayerda boshlashingdan qat'iy nazar, biznes boshlaganingda birinchidan o'sha har xil to'siqlarga duch kelasan. Hozir masalan pandemiya davrida biznes boshlasangiz, o'sha qanchadir bir klientlarni yig'ib olasiz, deyapti u. Hozir masalan, keyin pandemiya sekin tugab boshlaganda va umuman keyinchalik tugaganda siz uchun oson bo'ladi, chem o'sha noldan boshlagandan ko'ra, deyapti. Chunki meni ham anaqam shu, masalan, maslahatim hammaga aytadigan, agar sizda realniy biznes boshlash uchun ideya bo'lsa yoki bir startup ideyasi bo'ladigan bo'lsa, hech qachon uni kutish kerak emas. Dunyoda juda ham krizislar, finansiy krizislar, undan tashqari pandemiyalar doimo bo'lib kelgan va bundan keyin ham bu bo'ladigan, kutiladigan narsalar. O'shaning uchun u farqi yo'q. Siz qanaqa biznesingizni boshlashingizdan qat'iy nazar, birinchi oylar yoki bir necha yillar o'sha mashaqqatga to'la bo'ladi. U farqi yo'q. Pandemiya bo'ladimi, bo'lmaydimi? Pandemiya bilan tabiiy birozgina qiyinroq, lekin baribir o'sha mashaqqatlar bo'ladi. Ya'ni birinchi klientlarni yig'ib olish. Birinchi klientlarni yig'ib olgandan keyin, pandemiya tugagandan keyin u sizga juda ham oson bo'ladi, chunki sizda o'sha klient bazasi bor. Okay, another question is, So obviously, it's not advisable to start like offline business right now. I mean, in many spheres, at least like a tourism, or starting a education business, like opening a training school right now in many countries. Maybe it's a little bit challenging because people are not going outside, right? So for that reason, what kind of online businesses you can from Chinese experience here? What kind of businesses you can recommend? Maybe for people, guys who are watching from outside of China.
Online business. Let me see. The kind of online business that I would recommend for maybe someone watching outside China, it's for example, I'll use my country as an example. Like from Ghana, where I come from. If I'll advise someone to go online to do an online business, I'll look at the market, because in every country
there's a demand.
There's a demand of
right.
what people want, and like for my own country, we have people who wants goods that we don't have in my country. And for example, if you have links outside, you can do an online business from Ghana, look for those links, you get those things, put online, and then let people from from your country go online, source for whatever they want. And when they get what they want and they find out that this site is very reliable, they get from you, and from there it's a gradual process.
So it's kind of putting the foundation for e-commerce.
And I wouldn't tell you that, I wouldn't say, okay, these goods or this goods. It depends on every country what the demand is. That's what I can say.
Right. Exactly.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Of course. I mean, we cannot just take some business model from China and then apply it in other countries, because the demand is different. Yeah. So obviously,
Yes, because in my country, demand, people always ask they want to buy this, or especially when it comes to clothes, shoes, bags. There are every kinds of fields where people have demands. So you can't put your mind and say, this is what I want to go online for.
Yeah, actually, the other day somebody was asking me, I was doing a live video and somebody was asking me, what kind of product should I start selling? I said, this is a wrong question, first of all.
Very wrong question.
You cannot be selling most sold item from China in your country, because maybe people don't like it. Don't need it.
So you see, that kind of question, and sorry for cutting you short, and that kind of question, if you not tell the person, okay, go online and sell shoes or bags. And when the person puts money to do that kind of business and the business doesn't go well, the person might go and refer that, say, okay, such a person told me.
You gave me a bad advice.
Thank you.
So okay, quick translation here. Birinchidan men Jacobdan shuni so'radim, qanaqangi bir internet yoki online biznes haqida maslahat bera olasan deb. Buni aytishicha, o'sha masalan hech qanaqa bir konkret biznesda maslahat berib bo'lmaydi boshqa davlatlar uchun. Agar Xitoyda bo'lsangiz va o'sha Xitoyda bo'lsangiz ham biznesingizga qarab, va tim более Xitoydan tashqarida bo'lganingizda bir konkret bir biznesda maslahat berib bo'lmaydi, chunki o'sha davlatdagi talabni, o'sha davlatdagi holatni hisobga olish kerak. Misol uchun O'zbekiston sharoitida nimaga talab bor, nimada odamlarga nimaga bir anaqa bor, nima deydi, nimani sotib olmoqchi, nima kerak ularga, yoki o'zi biznes shunaqa quriladi, muammoni topasiz va muammoni o'sha yechimini siz klientlarga o'sha produkt sifatida yetkazib berasiz. Demak, o'sha O'zbekiston sharoitida qanaqa narsalarga talab bor, qanaqa muammolar bor, o'sha muammolarni biznes sifatida qurib ularga siz taqdim qilishingiz kerak bo'ladi. Yaqinda o'sha live video qilayotganimda bittasi so'radi, men O'zbekistonda qanaqa produkt sotsam bo'ladi, maslahat bering. Xuddi shu narsani Jacob ham aytayapti hozir. Agar Xitoyda masalan million dollarga sotiladigan produktni O'zbekistonga olib borib sotaman desangiz, balkim uni hech kim yaxshi ko'rmas. Balkim u kerak emasdir O'zbekiston sharoitida. O'shandan kelib chiqqan holda siz o'sha lokalizatsiya, ya'ni o'sha local joyni anaqasi talabidan kelib chiqqan holda produktingizni tanlashingiz kerak deb o'ylayman. Statistikani o'rganing, odamlardan so'rang, fizически masalan intervyu qilish mumkin, telefonni olib va hokazo va hokazo. All right, so last question maybe.
Okay.
So people who are interested in coming into Chinese market, how are you going to, or rather, how your company can help them to enter the penetrate the Chinese market through advertising or marketing. What kind of services your company offer? You can tell them.
Okay.
So I can translate.
Thank you
it's
for
kind
that.
of advertising.
Yeah, I see that. Thanks for that. Well, if someone wants to come into the Chinese market,
Right.
And maybe I should come in contact with the person, and the person links me up and all this stuff. I think first of all, I need to understand what kind of business the person wants to come into China to do. And when I know the business and I know the kind of thing the person wants to do, what my company can offer is that I'll be able to check around, come up with some kind of a package, maybe a design, a promotional package, may come to flyers, or maybe if the company has no logo and all those stuff, maybe my company can help in designing and putting all those facts together. And then we could help in also promoting and pushing the company. Let people know that this company is coming to China, and this company, this is what they do.
Right. And you also take into consideration the Chinese taste.
Taste, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, great. So I'm going to actually leave all your contacts on the screen or down below in the video.
Okay.
So they can directly contact you if they have any questions. So let me just translate quickly.
Okay.
Agar siz Xitoy bozoriga kirayotganda biron bir marketing yoki biron bir reklamada bir nima deydi, agar kerak bo'lsa sizga shunaqa yordamlar, masalan Jacob kompaniyasi bemalol. By the way, what's the name of your company?
Shanghai Link Advertising Company Limited.
Okay. Kompaniyasining oti Shanghai Link Advertising Company Limited. Ya'ni Shanghai Link o'sha reklama kompaniyasi deyiladi, nomi ham shunaqa. Demak, sizlar bular bilan bog'lanishinglar mumkin. Buni aytishcha hozir o'sha sizni biznesingizga qarab, biznes modelingizga qarab va sizni qanaqangi bir nima deydi talablaringiz bo'lsa, ularni o'rgangan holda birinchi albatta bular sizlar bilan suhbatlashadi. Bularni o'sha ishchilari bor, xitoylik va chet ellik, bular sizlar bilan suhbatlashadi. Sizlarni o'sha biznesingizni o'rgangandan keyin bular sizga bir paket tayyorlab beradi. Mana shunaqa biznesingizga mos paket. Xitoyda mana shunaqa reklama qilishingiz mumkin va Xitoy bozoriga mana shunaqa kirishingiz mumkin. Men bularning kontaktlarini o'sha videoning ostida, ekranda yo biror joyda qoldiraman. Bemalol bular bilan to'g'ridan-to'g'ri aloqaga chiqishinglar mumkin. Demak, bular bizani Xitoydagi o'sha marketing partnyorimiz desak ham bo'ladi. Bemalol, I'm telling them that your company and our company, we cooperate in marketing and advertising. So if our clients they want marketing or advertising services in China, maybe we can refer to you.
Exactly.
So hozir aytganimda shunaqa, agar biron bir marketing yoki shu reklamada biron bir anaqa bo'lsa, talablar bo'lsa, bemalol bizlar bilan aloqaga chiqishinglar mumkin. Men bularning kompaniyasini sizlarga tanishtirib beraman. E'tiborlaringiz uchun katta rahmat. Xudo xohlasa keyingi videolarda bundan ham qiziqroq ma'lumotlar berishga va bundan ham nima deydi, boshqa sohadagi biznesmenlarni taklif qilishga harakat qilaman. So thank you very much, Jacob, once again for joining us.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we're looking forward to different videos together and collaboration.
Always.
So I will let you know.
Always.
So you can
anytime, any day, I'm always ready for you.
All right. Rahmat yana bir bor, sog' bo'linglar, xayr.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. It's been interesting.
It's been